And as you feel comfortable, you might close the eyes, or you could just look down as well. That helps. We're just trying to reduce all of the stimulation. Practice going inward, scanning our body, our emotions, our mind, just checking in with how we're feeling, what we want. And so with our left hand, we can keep our palm open. And with our right hand, let's make a fist. And in the right hand, let's begin to flex and squeeze the hand, squeeze the arm, keeping the left arm relaxed. Squeeze it a little bit tighter, and then release the right arm. So this is how we can choose to be in our postures. We can choose to be too tense, gripping, forcing, focusing on attainment, or we can be easy. We can just be in the shape, whatever it feels like and looks like today. Just remember that you have the choice to squeeze and tighten, and you also have the choice to release. So I like to offer sutras in my classes. Today's sutra is chapter 1, Sutra 23, one of my favorite sutras. And it's Isvara Daha, which essentially means or through surrender or by devotion to the Supreme Being, samadhi is attained. Again, it's or through surrender or by devotion to God or Spirit or your higher power of choice, that peace or bliss can be reached. So if you do have a higher power that you believe in, the universe, or any of the major religions, I would ask that today you move as an offering, not for an outcome, but as a devotion to whatever you place there in your heart. And I offer that you feel the lightness that comes from the surrender, Isvara Pranidaha. So Lao Tzu says, when I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. And I think it is through this letting go process, through this surrendering, that we really become what we're meant to become. Not our ideas of who we think we should be, how society tells us to live, but truly what is in our hearts. So today I pray that you have the courage to live that truth by acting through devotion to your God, yourself, your higher self. So let's take a few breaths to feel, not just think about these words, but to start to feel into them. What would it feel like to do every sun salutation in devotion, every warrior two with grace? Today my mantra was, how many times can I remember God and come back into this peace? Now, it was only about 10 times that I remembered this mantra today. But maybe if I keep practicing, it'll be 1,000 times. So do you want to choose a clenched fist, or do you want to choose an open palm? You can start to deepen your breath, to tap into the emotional body, letting the stomach soften, letting the lips slightly smile. It's customary that you bow your head in humility to that which you hold above yourself. If you'd like an additional sign, you can bring your hands into a prayer. When you feel complete, you can release your hands down. We'll do a nice full spinal warm-up, starting with our head. So let's reach our left arm up and place our left hand between our shoulder blades. We will slowly look to the right, trying to pull the elbow far back. Let's take 2 more breaths. And come back to center and drop your left arm down. Reach the right arm up. Reach it between the shoulder blades, elbow high. Turn and look over the left shoulder. And we'll take 2 more breaths. And release, coming back to center. So whatever side was tighter, do that side again. For me, it's my left arm, which looks like your right arm. You choose whichever one was tighter. And 2 more breaths. Good. And release back to center. And let's just turn the head side to side, keeping the shoulders down. So there's not going to be any music today. More of a traditional yoga class, doesn't have music. We've got waves and we've got the breath. A lot of classes will cue you into an ujjayi breath, which is a continuous flow of breath like an ocean wave. Now we'll go side to side for side flexion. You can do most of this practice with your eyes closed. That's the best place to be. Last 2 breaths. Good. Let's reach our arms back and reach forward and spread shoulder blades. Pinch the arms back and reach forward, not moving the head. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Flip the palms, reach overhead. And see if we can start to reach behind the head. So pulling the arms back. You could pull the shoulders down away from the ears and try to hollow out your armpit by almost puffing up your lats. Little pulses here. You feel it in the neck. Maybe move the head slightly to release the tension. Back to center, release. Plant one hand behind you, followed by the other, puffing up the chest. We're not trying to go too far back. We're trying to push our stomach toward the ocean. So try to arch your back. There you go. Let the head drop back. Push the stomach up. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Maybe walk your hands closer to your hips so you can get more leverage. Good 3 breaths. Good. Come back to center. All right, so it's sort of like a punch. We're going to punch across the body. You can add a little bit of speed to it if you want, or not. And also think about pulling. So as I push with my left arm, I pull with my right arm. Focusing on rotating the mid-back. If you'd like to isolate and include the neck, you could look forward without moving your head. If you wanted to look where you're going, you could also twist. Good. Just get lost in the rhythm. Last 3, 2. Good. Back to center. Find complete stillness. Take a breath. Bring the tongue to the roof of your mouth and just sit for a moment. Noticing any effects. All right, let's warm up the low back. So trying not to move much from the mid back up, just trying to target your low belly, low back. As you inhale, let your tailbone rock back. As you exhale, tuck under. Good. With a little bit more intensity, Eric, really try to roll forward and like pour your bowl forward. There you go. You got a bowl of water, pull it forward, pour it back. Forward. There you go. We really want to make sure that we can lubricate our low back so that surfing is easier, among a million other reasons. And if you can, close your eyes, focusing on your breath, either 1 per movement, or maybe 2, or maybe 3. Last few breaths. You got to try to let the stomach drop. Good. Yeah. All right, let's remove the block and extend our legs out in front of us. So if we're really tight on the inner thigh, it's going to pull on our back. It's going to make surfing harder, it's going to make sitting harder, it's going to make all the stretches we do more challenging. So let's open up the inside of our legs. We can, again, I don't have too wide of a split. I'm not trying to win any awards. I'm just open about a little bit less than 90, maybe 90 degrees total. Okay, so hands can be anywhere on the legs, anywhere from the big toes all the way to the knees. You take a breath in as you're through center, and you exhale to the right. And you inhale through center, and you exhale to the left. And up. And just find a rhythmic breath. We'll be here about a minute or two. Twisting the shoulder to hit the opposite knee. Trying to twist across the body. No matter how big the movement is, feel it in the hamstrings, the adductors. If you flex your legs a little bit, especially the one you're folding toward, that will help you stretch the muscle. Also, if I flex the quads of the leg I'm going to, that will also help me go a little deeper. And again, we're just warming up, so it doesn't have to be super deep. Last 10 breaths. Last 3, 2, good. Come through center. Let's see if we can plant our hands behind us and puff up our chest again. Might be a little bit easier this time. And again, try to move forward. Try to move forward toward the ocean. So I'm not doing this. I'm trying to move forward, stretch my stomach. Good. Pinch the shoulder blades, relax the neck. Last 2 breaths. Good. Reach forward. Have your arms nice and straight wherever they first fall. Try to puff up the chest, pull the head back in space, let gravity help you. You might do little pulses with the arms. We're trying to point our tailbone back. You can flex the legs a little bit. Just 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Completely passive. Just round the spine, whatever it looks like. Just fold in for 3 breaths. All right. Come to center, planting the feet, planting the hands behind the hips, lifting up. It's the greatest surfer stretch there is, potentially. Trying to have our arms nice and straight. Start to tap into the hands, the fingertips. Feel your feet. Just gaining awareness. Good. Drop the hips down. Bring your left ankle to your right knee. Maybe walk your hands a little closer, sit a little taller. Have a nice flat back here, puffing up the chest. You might fall into a little twist. Trying to bring the left knee down, the right knee down. Nice. Back up to center. We could try the other side. If you want to try the other side, you can take your right arm to press that left knee away from you if you need more. And since we're here, we could extend our right leg, hug our left knee in. For me, I get this in the glutes. Trying to sit up tall. If we plant our left leg, let's now try to lean forward inside of the leg. So the foot's firmly planted. I'm using my right arm to lean forward. If you want to try a bind, your left arm is going to rotate behind your back and the right arm follows. But none is necessary. Nice. Let's come back up. Lean back. Now right. Ankle on the left knee. Maybe we walk in a little closer. Oh, maybe we walk out. Let the knees fall to the right. And left. Take the left hand and push the knee away if you'd like, or you need more of a stretch. Awesome. And then we can extend our left leg long, give ourselves a hug, lean back a little bit, lift up a little bit. Planting this right foot, left hand out to the side, lean forward. Doing a bind or not. Last 2 breaths. Good. Slowly release. We'll come up again onto our hands, but this time slowly walking them toward our feet and sitting in a squat. And let's get some movement going with the squat. And we're trying not to let our ankles cave in too much. So if we're super wide and our knees are caving in, let's watch out for that. Maybe trying to tap one elbow down at a time. For me, this is a nice stretch for my back. I do little rotations, little side flexions. Good. Let's bring our left leg back and our right leg forward in a low lunge. So our exhale, we'll try to tap our right elbow on the floor. And our inhale, we'll reach up and look up. Let's do 10 of these. Exhale down. Nice and easy. Inhale up. Keep going at your own pace. Again, coming back to this movement being a devotion if possible. Good, let's plant both hands at the top of the mat and turn our right foot open and come onto the blade edge of the foot. And then begin to walk the hands to the left, looking for the left foot, but keep the right knee peeling open. Good, and back to center. Inhale, lifting up this left knee. Exhale, let's press the hips towards straight. Inhale, shifting forward. And exhale, back again. Good, keep moving. I like hands inside the leg. Feels like there's more space. You can, of course, shorten the stance if that feels better. Last two. Good, bringing the left knee back down, and let's follow that with the right knee and come into standing on both knees. Bring our hands to our low back, press your hips slightly forward, and then go up. Don't go back, go up. First one, we're moving up and forward. If you squeeze your glutes, it helps protect the low back. But really just got to feel our core stretching. That's our goal. Head doesn't have to drop back. Head can look forward. Sophia, if you want to try that, you might find a bigger puff in your chest. That's much better. Last one. Good. Release. Let's find neutral for a moment. And then step the left leg forward, right hand follows. Exhale to tap the elbow. Inhale to open up. Exhale back down. If you put more weight in your hand, it's going to twist your spine more. If you put less weight in your hand, you'll get more into the lunge. So you can kind of choose what you want to work on. Combination of both. I usually start with some weight in my hand to get a good twist, and then I start to ease into my hips a little bit more. I also like to turn my right hand in a little bit, angling my right hand in. This helps me feel more secure as I do a big opening. Last one. Good. Turning onto the blade edge of the left foot, walking the hands to the right, looking for the right foot over the right shoulder. Big opening in the hip here. Last 3 breaths. Nice and steady. Good. Coming back to center, tuck the right knee, lift the leg, take a breath in. Exhale, press back. Working pyramid. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale back. Keep going. Last 3. And drop our right knee down. Bring our left knee back. Do another round of camel. Maybe this time we're going to reach forward, turning the palms up, squeezing the hips, pressing them forward, lifting the chest up. So you can only go back if the chest comes up. We'll take a few breaths. Good. Release. Hands can be by the waist just to neutralize the spine for a moment. And if you're ready, hands come to the ground. Let's do a few cat and cows, starting with a cat, starting with the flexion in the spine. You know how cats make biscuits? They kind of go one hand at a time. I like that warm up for my serratus because we're going to be pushing through our arm today. We're not going to be collapsed. So I like the way it feels to, with a straight arm, press into the floor, feeling the movement of my shoulder blade. You want to try that with both hands on the ground. You can pinch the shoulders and press them away. Pinch them, press them. Keeping that low belly pulled in. Last one. All right. If anybody needs a quick wrist warm up before we start to do our standing series, I always think it's smart. Broke my left wrist in 3 places, so I like warm ups for the wrist. All right, let's find our first downward facing dog. I like shorter and wider down dogs. It's more of an Iyengar style. It's a little bit easier on the body. You might also enjoy trying it. It's about the length of a pyramid pose. And let's move around a little bit. Let's see if we can feel that action that we just felt in our shoulders by pressing into the floor to send our hips toward the back of the room. So we press, our shoulders are up in our ears. We relax, our shoulders are away. Can also pinch the shoulder blades together and then wrap them around the body a few times. Nice. 3 more breaths. Check in with your calves. Bent knee, straight knee. Toes up, heels up. Get curious. Good. On your next breath in, slowly walk toward the front of the mat. And find a standing forward fold. So to target the low back, bend your knees more than you would in a normal forward fold. Belly's on the thighs. Maybe even holding the back of the legs a little bit. I like to do little tiny pulses to try to release pressure between my vertebrae discs. And you can even target an exhale and add a little internal pressure to help you with this. It feels so good. Give yourself a little hug. Give yourself a little shake. Good. Releasing that. Let's bring the right foot behind the left foot, lifting the left heel off the ground to pour weight into the right leg. We can walk our hands to the left or to the right to add even more exploration of this outside leg. Relax the neck if you can. Release the head. Take 2 more breaths. Good. Back to center. Lifting that right leg up. Give it a shake. And right foot down. Let's slide the left leg behind the right leg. Lift up onto the toes of the right foot to pour weight into this left foot. We're trying to get it underneath our right hip. Just 2 more breaths. Again, relaxing the neck, please. Thank you. And release. Slowly roll up to stand. Well, we did the body worms yesterday. What else could we do? Let's so we'll step onto our left foot and allow the right leg to swing a little bit. There's sort of a mimicking action with this left arm that wants to naturally happen. Maybe you add a little bit more intensity, trying to kick high. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let's put the top of the right foot down, roll onto the toes, add some pressure. Not too much, but some. And release. All right, slowly getting the left leg moving. Gradually adding a little more intensity. Last 3, 2, 1. Good. Little action on the top of the left foot. Try not to let my ankle cave out to the side too much. Trying to apply pressure through the big toe. I'm just working on curling the foot. Children, you'd be impressed how much babies can curl their foot. It's really like this much. And some people keep that as an adult and they train it. But I'm trying to get my curl back. We'll see if it works. All right, let's do some sun salutations. Then come to the top of the mat. Now let's come back to the devotion. This is, a sun salutation is about thanking the sun for rising every day, and it's also to warm up your whole body. But let's see if we can move with ease. So we can pretend this is a Tai Chi exercise. So we're going to move really slow. That's the goal, okay? Starting with our hands in a prayer. We inhale, reach up. It's at least a 3-second breath in, at the bare minimum. And we exhale, it's at least 3 seconds out. Halfway lift. Let's plant the hands and fold. We're going to come right back up. Let's see it. Inhale all the way to stand. Exhale, hands to heart, nice and slow. Let's do this half salutation again. Breathe in. Bow, breathe out. You don't need your eyes for this, just your breath. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold back down. Rolling to stand. Pull the belly in as you start. And we're breathing. And hands back to the heart. All right, we'll add on. Inhale. Exhale and bow. Halfway lift, breath in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant the hand, step the right leg back. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Anjaneyasana, nice low lunge. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Stretch the stomach, feeling just like camel. Plant the hands, exhale. 2, 3, 4. Plank pose, breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Lower down. 2. Let's do upward facing dog. Breathe in. And downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop to this top or step. Halfway lift and lengthen. And fold. Rolling up to stand. Let's bring our right leg with us. And stepping the right leg back down. Left side, inhale. Bow, fold forward. Beautiful breath. Keep it up, keep it up. Nice and fluid. Halfway lift, 4 seconds. Left leg steps back. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, low lunge. Strong back hip, glutes. Reach, reach, stretch. Exhale, hands down. To plank pose, lift the knee. Inhale, breathe in back. And exhale, move forward and down. Forward and down. Forward and down. Upward facing dog. Squeeze the glutes, feel the stretch in the core. That's what we're focusing on today. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Looking forward, take a breath in. Exhale, hop or step, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, 4. Exhale, fold it down. When you rise up, the left leg comes with you. Shift to the right foot, slowly lift it up. Breathing in. and up, look up, hands back down. Good. Take our left leg, swing it, step it back. All right, again, we're gonna find triangle. So I'm gonna rotate my hips, bring my left one underneath, reach my right arm forward, externally rotate this right leg, not lock it out, and find my shape. And we'll take 5 breaths. Good. Looking down, bend the right leg. Find a longer stance for extended side angle. Now this is probably my favorite version with my elbow on my knee, but I also really like the way in the hip, how it compresses when I reach for the bottom outside of my foot. So we'll breathe, you decide where you want to go. Last 3 breaths. Remember the clenched fist from class. Don't clench your fist in the pose. Slowly make your way through Warrior 2. Reverse, take a breath in. And swing the hands back to the right foot. Step to the top of the mat and fold forward. Grab your left big toe with your peace fingers. As you come up to stand, you bring your left foot with you. Good. Let's just find a standing happy baby shape. So we're trying to get our knee into our armpit. Knee into armpit. There you go. It can be outside your leg. There it is. Keep pulling. Stand taller. Stand taller. Glute medius. Working. Working. Good. All right, we're going to keep hold of the foot, but we're going into a quad stretch. So the knee has to go internal to keep the grip. Nice. Nice. See, we can go with both hands. Tuck the tailbone, squeeze the glutes, bring the knees to touch or close. Head back in space. Good. And release without snapping. All right. We'll try it on the other side. Right leg swings back. And we set up for triangle. Okay, heel in line with middle foot. Externally rotate left leg, left hip under right. Reach forward. Keep the left torso long. Don't compress. Good. Sophia, press your hips toward Tara and your chest toward Alex. Yes, keep doing that. Keep doing that. Maybe even tuck your tailbone a little bit. Nice. Both shapes are right. Who's breathing? No clenchers. Only open palm. Devoted, beautiful souls. Last 2 breaths. Good. Slowly bend into the left knee. You can support your weight with your left elbow. Arm moves to the 45, extended side angle. We can start here for a few breaths, working that left leg all the way down to a 90-degree bend. Nice. If you wanted more, the hand could come to the inside, or the outside of your left foot. No clenching toes. Use the toes, just don't death grip them. Good. Last 3. Good. Core strength, leg strength, warrior 2. Hold, breath. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the ground. This time, let's go for a vinyasa. Turn onto the right foot, step back, breathe in. Lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Slowly lifting. Let's bring the left foot to the midline, but it stays where it is distance backwise. Three-legged dog is just what I meant to say. So reach the right leg up and over the body like a scorpion tail. Yeah. Nice. A lot of times teachers will say to square off your shoulders. I don't really know if you have to do that or not. It's up to you. Good. Step the right foot to the top of the mat. High lunge, bind the hands behind the back. So we'll put our right thumb on top for this. Nice. Good. And turning the left heel down, folding inside the right leg, humble warrior. We do try to keep the left hip moving forward, just like warrior one. Nice. This is a good surf stretch. Oh, last 2 breaths. Good. Release the hands inside the right leg. Once again, drop this back knee down. Come on up to this low lunge. Hands can be on the thigh this time. I want you to try to stretch your stomach forward. Squeeze your left glutes. Do we all feel it in the core? Can you feel that targeting? Good. Good. No, thank you, mosquito. All right. Tuck the toes. Shift forward. Step up. So we'll find sort of an airplane as a final peak shape here, focusing on stretching the stomach, puffing up the chest, dropping the left hip, driving through the right side. Nice. Take 5 breaths. Chest up, Sophia. More. There, perfect. Now leg up, and chest up, and leg up. Good, last 2. Awesome. And you can release it. Little rounding in the spine, help you release all that effort. All right, let's plant our hands, lift up our heels, lift up our knees. We're going to squeeze the outside of our triceps and just try to shoot back off the squeeze. Nice. Nice. Right foot to the center line, left leg up and over for 3-legged dog. I think our right foot's down. I don't know what you guys did on the other side. Oh, shit. Well, do whichever one you haven't done yet. Oh, last 2 breaths. Yeah. Stepping that left leg forward. Let's drop the right knee down again. Stretching the stomach forward. Pressing the chest back. Did I miss one? It's all right. All right, core strength. Lean forward, drive the back knee, step up for airplane. Internally rotating this right leg or the back leg, whichever one. squeezing the legs together, puffing up the chest, stretching the stomach. Last 4 breaths. Nice. All right, releasing that. Yeah. Oh, we came up with the toe. I knew we forgot this, but I forgot how we got there. If we want to go for a quad stretch, let's hit it. And then we're coming down. Nice. Well, yeah. Do we want to do camel one more time? Or are we feeling like we are content on camel? Perfect. Let's come onto the blade edge of our feet. Find a nice wide squat to help us come on down. And then we can allow the knees to come together, plant the hands, come on down. Let's come onto our back, hands out to the side, and we'll drop the knees side to side. Next time the legs go to the right, we can stay there. We can drop back to the other side, maybe pausing in center to neutralize. And shifting to the left. Coming onto our back, grab peace fingers with the right foot of the right hand for that half happy baby we missed. And when you want to join with both feet, you can find the full happy baby. Maybe going to try to straighten both legs, one at a time, both at the same time. And when you feel ready, extend the legs long. Let the leg toes point out, wrists up. Best pose of the day, Shavasana. Start to take a few deeper breaths. Gentle movement back into the body. Slowly making our way back up. Try to keep the eyes closed or low down as we make our way up. And we can bring our hands to a prayer, bow our head. One more time, just getting curious about Isvara Pranidaha and this path of surrender and devotion to God being the way to samadhi, to peace, to bliss. I believe in it. It's tattooed on my arm. It's my reminder. And it's just a path. There's so many more. So you get to choose yours as you're ready to transition with ease. Satnam.